Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our budget series. Today we're going to be talking about the top 12 thoughtful last minute gifts that won't break the bank for Christmas. Now before we go into the video, please hit the bell for notifications of our upcoming videos. Hit the subscribe for subscribing to the channel and be a part of something that's we're just starting out and we are so excited to grow with you and for you. So comment on the videos, let me know anything that triggers a further question or that you want to comment about, and maybe tell me that I'm totally off or that you have a different opinion. We'd love to read those and adjust as we go. So the top 12 thoughtful last minute gifts that won't break the bank. Let's go. So the first four are going to be a little more standardized commercial gift that you can buy, but I make it a point to make it budget friendly and to help you get through it and still make it meaningful. So let's run through these. Number one, the combination of slippers and a candle. Why is this one important? Because if you were to get like a little spa set, it would probably cost a lot of money. Now, if you're talking about finding something that's meaningful, but you don't have time to order it online, or you don't have time to order it customized, which is not budget friendly, by the way, but you still want to make it special, one thing that I know would make anyone happy is a nice pair of slippers and a candle, or you can do like slippers and an aftershave if you're giving it to a guy. You can, if it's part of your budget, you can put in like a scented soap or lotion in there, and you can give it in a little box, in a basket, in a little gift bag. The slippers are just so, find some nice slippers, and it'll make them feel special every time they wear them. And then the candle, make sure that it's a scent that your people, your friends, your relatives, your loved ones. Find something that is soft to the smell, so it's not like, oof, hit you in the face, but something that's soft and relaxing and that they're gonna love. The next one is just one item, but there's a difference between packing a set and buying like the cheapest thing of each item just to make a big enough set, and actually making it a thoughtful gift. So this is why the next one, I just want you to concentrate on one thing, and this is a bathrobe. Now this works so well for guys, for girls, for parents, for siblings, for if you're in a relationship. A bathrobe, pick something that's either you can do a pajama set, something like silk, or something that feels really nice. If you know that your person or if that person is constantly freezing, why don't you get something fleece lined? Bathrobes, they can range from, if you know that this person gets hot really easily, you can pick a cotton or some material that's breathable and that's not as thick, that's not really heavy. But if you're shopping for somebody that's always cold, go ahead and find them something that'll make them feel like they're being hugged by a warm blanket. This is why I say, instead of trying to find a last minute set and then have it cost outrageously out of your budget, or not being able to get them really good material, just focus in on one or two things at a time. So a bathrobe is such a good gift. You can give it just one. You don't have to look for other gifts. I should have done like a little demonstration of how to fold a bathrobe, but in a store you can ask them to do it for you if you don't know how, or simply I should just get one and do an illustration. You fold, so if you have the bathrobe facing you and you fold let's say this, it's facing, like my shirt right now is facing you guys, so this is the front. So then you take the sleeves and you put them to the back, right? So the bathrobe is here. You take the sleeves and you put them to the back, and then you lay it out straight. and you take the bottom third. So imagine in your head going boom, boom. This is the top 1/3, this is the middle section third, and this is the bottom third. No matter how long the bathrobe is, this will work. So you take the bottom third and you fold it into the midsection third. So the back of it, right, folds in. And then you take the top third and you fold it over that. So now you have this nice looking rope that's folded. You can put a bow tie on it and simply gift it as that. You can put it in a gift box or a gift bag or anything. You can put it in that white beautiful paper or just do it as is, and it will make this person feel so special. Number 3, bath salts. Now, I'm not talking about just getting a big jug of bath salts and be like, Merry Christmas. I'm talking about maybe getting the jug, and then buying like, you can almost, I'm thinking instead of the kind of bath and makeup section, you may look in the kitchenware section and finding glass containers that have the metal sides that you can clip closed, not the plastic ones, but the metal ones, the ones that look like cute little jars, or any other container. And you can have, let's say, 3 little cylinders and filling them up with a couple of layers of different salts. Now this can get a little creative and decorative. So if you're not sure of that, maybe find some bath salt that's already looks good and looks like it's packaged well. But if you have some form of creative bone in your body, then maybe put like white on the bottom and make it like, if you bought a big jug of something, then make it the thickest layer, and then find some lavender salts and some pink salts and everything else, and just layer it. It will make this person feel so special. And then the 4th one is a combination of things that you can adjust according to your budget, and the combination of the 3 will still make the person feel like you've put in some thought and some effort into it. So the combination is a card, like a Merry Christmas card, a gift card, and some flowers. A card you can find from the most expensive to, you can just pick one up at the dollar store if you need to. Gift cards. If you only have $20, you can put $20 on there. If you want to give $50, put $50 on there, $100, whatever it is. Like I said, this 3 combination thing is so subjective to your budget that you can make it fit into any category. And then flowers. Don't go for the biggest bouquet, because you can walk into any Freddy's or Fred Meyer or Safeway and find something that looks visually beautiful and appealing, but isn't the most expensive bouquet. And that's fine, because your person will see that you put in the time to possibly going to 3 different stores. Or yeah, sure, you could have just picked it all up at Fred Meyer's, but the fact that you ran around the whole store and that maybe you'll sign the card with something cute and sweet, it'll make a difference. If you can add a box of chocolate to it, go ahead and do it. But make sure that you're still staying true to yourself and keeping your budget in check, and don't try to meet the expectation of the person or the people that you're gifting this to as much as you're aware of how much you can give them. Okay? There's a fine line, and there's a comfort zone in it. And if you want to pair it with some other ideas that are going to be the next things in this top 12, you can really make it special without breaking the bank. So those are the top 4 that are kind of more commercialized, and the next 8 are more of thoughtful DIY type of things. So for number 5, it is a token box. I love this one so much. So you can go on Etsy or Amazon and you can find either already a pre-made kit, or on Amazon or Fred Meyer's or any other store, you can find a box, any box, beautiful paper box. You can find them at Ross or Marshall's. If you have to, you can get like even a plastic box and just decorate it really nicely, or like an opaque solid color like a beige or white box will still work. You can go to Hobby Lobby or Joann's, like an arts and crafts store, and this will be the place to go for this stuff as well. And you can find these little, you can find them like heart shape or square or circles, whatever. They're like little pieces of wood, thin pieces that you can take a fine tip Sharpie and write things on there, like kind of like IOUs, but really cute version of that. And you can put as many as you can think of in the box. You can find a list of those things on Google, and I'm gonna give you some. Why I love the token box idea so much, or the token bag, because you can customize it to any relationship that you have. You can do it between friends. You can do it for your parents. You can do it for your siblings or your significant other. You can do it in practically any relationship, because you can make sure to keep it within the boundaries of what is healthy in that relationship. So if, let's say, for your siblings or your parents or someone like that, you can pick and give them a chore-free day. Now, let's say this person does their chores on Saturday, and you add that thing, like a chore-free day. If they pull it out, that means that if they've done it this week, but they show you this thing and be like, hey, next week, can you come over here and give me a chore-free day? Be expected from yourself to come in and to be like, okay, putting my sleeves up, do my morning stretches, I'm all in. Give them the experience of almost sending them to the spa, but just freeing up their time. This is amazing for like young parents or just any parent or anyone, because these are the things that kind of people don't notice that they do on a daily basis, but when you take it off their plate, it is so appreciated. So a chore-free day. Or if you know that your sister lives across town and you, because of your work schedule, because of other things that you are responsible for, you can't give them a whole day, then part of the tokens that you do little spread out things like laundry or dishes. Like if it's just dishes, and if you live across town, then maybe do like dinner and dishes, dinner and cleanup, anything like that. A breakfast in bed, or like washing the floors, something like that. Take the stress off their plate and give them more energy and time to do whatever it is they want. You can even, to make it more special, if you know that they love cold coffee or frappuccinos or whatever, when you come to their place to do whatever it is that the token was to do, hand them a nice frappuccino and be like, here, enjoy your time out, go have an amazing time. That will mean so much to them. And the fact that they didn't even expect it as part of the deal will make it so good. Another thing that you can do as a token is a scenic drive. Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Montana, California. Like, you can find any places that are so beautiful that are local, but we sometimes get so busy that we don't take the time to do the scenic drives or something like that. So a scenic drive or a hike to their favorite place. Like, you pick a hike spot or you pick sunset and find them a nice place that you'd love to take them for that sunset or sunrise, and pull through and do it. Wake up at 4 a.m. if you have to and do that sunrise hike with them. It will mean a lot to them. You can do a movie night. You can do an ice cream date and take them out to this new ice cream shop that you guys have never been to. Again, this applies just as well to friendships, to relatives, to family, to your relationships. Like, it applies on such a broad spectrum that you can make this work. So there you have it. Number 5. So number 6, bake up a storm. If you can bake or cook, and I'm pretty sure everyone can pull this off, do it. Cook their favorite dessert. Or if you know that they're not dessert people, or they're really trying to stick to this like, not like keto diet or something, because then you have to be really careful. But let's say you know that they're trying to stay off the sweets. Well, then make them some lasagna. Make them some olivier or shuba, something that's meaningful to them. Or if you can't give it to them this minute, or do like a little dessert and then give them, in their holiday card, add a little, what do you call it? A little note card, like a simple note card, and make it an IOU note card. Literally, you write IOU on the top, and then you say, like, let's say you're picking this soup of the week for X amount of weeks. So you want to do it for like 4 weeks or 5 weeks, or dessert of the week for the next X number of weeks. That with a little dessert, let's say, and that card will be so cute that I guarantee that they'll take you up on it. So that was number 6. Number 7, your talent. Give the gift of your talent. If you know how to draw or paint or crochet, or you write songs, or you can write a poem, that is something not everyone can say they have in their friend circle at all. And the fact that you can do it, and that you're willing to put in the time, the effort, and the energy into making it something that's custom to the person you're giving it to, means so much. So if you're like, listen, I was just overwhelmed with work, and I just work and family and everything else, that I didn't have the time to pick them out a present, do this. Take the time to do something special like this, and it will mean so much to them that they won't even know that it's last minute, to be honest. On the same, I'm losing track of, let's say 4, 5, 6, 7, right? 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7. We're on number 8. In the same kind of effort, volunteer your time. And this one is about making more of an effort. This one you can be more upfront about and say, hey, I really want to make this Christmas gift something special for you, but this year I'm on a tight budget. Or I tried to make this year work, but I can't give you the present that I really wanted to give you. So instead of that, it's kind of like an IOU, but be upfront with them and say, hey, the projects that you wanted me to help you out with, and this can work so well for your siblings or your parents or your friends even, and be like, hey, remember, like, you asked me to help you put up the Christmas lights, and it kind of didn't work with my work schedule. Well, I'm committing to helping you take down those Christmas lights. And remember the logs that you wanted me to help you stack by the side of your house so you'll have that nice and organized. Yeah, I'm gonna also help you out with that. And then maybe some of those landscaping ideas that you had. I know I kind of said that I'd help you, but then I didn't last summer. But this year, I'm really gonna make more of an effort to do it. So like throughout next year, I'm going to give you 4 or 5 things that I know you wanted my help on, and you mean a lot to me. I'm more than happy to put in the effort, and I just want you to know that I appreciate you and I want to do these things with you. So this is my commitment to you. Guys, I know you don't use as many words, okay, as I just did. Because you take like a chapter of what we girls can say, you'll say it in like 2 sentences. And you'll understand what you're saying, okay? So even though I made that very long and emotional, you get the gist of what I'm saying, and you can make it short and sweet. Put it in a card, put it on a note card, say it, and be like, this promise of mine is as good as notarized. You have it, okay? So do that. And then sort of like using your talents and sort of like volunteering your time. There's a happy medium to those of us who are more creative, but don't really have the time, or not the time, but don't really have the financial resources to find something that's meaningful, you can do this. You can take photos. This is for your parents or grandparents, that you can like scan in photos if they have like paper photos. You can pull photos from people's phones and say, hey, give me all the previous like gatherings photos. But you take a photo and you take photos and you make a slideshow. You can use Canva to sync that slideshow to music. You can create like a YouTube short, or use Instagram or TikTok to make a reel, and you can save it to your phone. And if you want to make this more of a private thing, but you really want them to know that they matter to you, and that, you know, especially during holiday time, I think it's so easy to just feel consumed by the schedule and what is required of you, that sometimes we don't notice how much we actually mean to people. So getting something that maybe money-wise is inexpensive, but slows you down during the process and helps you understand that this person slowed down their schedule to remember all the good times with you, it can break it can bring a person to tears. For me, that's like, the more meaningful the gift, the more I put value on it. It doesn't matter how much it costs. Making sure the person knows that you value them and that you value your time with them, even if throughout the year you had little interactions here and there, but you have like photos or videos that mean a lot to you, and you're like, hey, all those times added up. All those times meant something. So do like a YouTube short or an Insta or TikTok video reel, and then download it to your phone and send it to them through Snapchat or like a YouTube. You can send a private video, or Viber. You can also, if it's called a relationship reel, so whoever you're doing this to, if you do want to make it public, you can actually like save it in your reels and then come to the person and be like, okay, so here's my gift to you. And like, make sure it's not when everyone's asking them where the dessert is and they're telling everyone what to do, but like get them to a time when they'll actually realize what you're doing. And like, as it loads, as the reel loads, you can be like, hey, I made this thing and I want you to see it. So you press share, and as it loads, it kind of builds the anticipation of what are they doing right now. And then when they see the final result, when they see the reel being shared or published, and they see that you care so much that you took the time and put in the effort to make it special, it'll mean so much. And this works for relationships and parents and friendships. It works so well to make it meaningful, and it doesn't cost much or anything at all, really. Next one is plan out a surprise weekend. So you can do this as like a Saturday, right? You can condense it to one day, or you can do like a 2 or 3 day long weekend. Again, depending on what relationship you have with the person, what your normal schedules are like, and how much time and effort both of you can give to this, because you can plan, but the other person has to also have it flow with their schedule. So this one, if they want to see the lights, go take them to a Christmas light show. Treat them to a home-cooked meal or to a restaurant when you guys go out. Go on a drive to a cute snowy town and just spend the afternoon exploring it. Go ice skating. Like little things like that, just pack in like 2 or 3 of those and make it a special time for you guys. And again, you can pack it all in one day, or you can do it over 2 or 2.5 days. And it is a really great surprise. And just let them know ahead of time. Say, hey, this is my Christmas gift to you. I would love for you to just relax and really absorb this time, like take it in. Let's just have a you and I moment, and let's go for this thing. And tell them what to bring with them so that, you know, you guys can do the activities like going ice skating. Tell them to bring like slacks or jeans or something. and a sweater, and go enjoy it. Next one, go see a play, an orchestra, opera, whatever it is that will be special to them. This is like once in a very long time, okay? This is not, you're not doing this like 10 times a year. So even if you hate the opera, turning around and being like, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever had to sit through. But then you turn around and you look at the person you're actually doing this for, and they love it so much, and you're like, oh yeah, this is what I'm here for. All right, I guess I can sit through the next like 30 minutes of it. That will mean the world to them. The fact that you are not passionate about it, but you're willing to, number one, understand that it's important to me, and that it's not important per se, but meaningful to me, and take me there, and you're willing to sit through it with me, how can they say no? Nutcracker, anyone? And last but not least, and this one, I was like, what else can we suggest that they can do? And I realized that if going to see a play or the ballet or orchestra or something else that makes us creatives feel like we're on top of the world, then there should be just as equally amazing time for those who love more sports and people hitting each other and beating the crap out of each other. So here it is for those of you who are in that category. Give your person the gift of a sports game. Football or baseball or hockey or tennis. Like, I don't know, it's not like I'm asking you to take them to Wimbledon, but do something that's really fun for them. If they're into baseball, go. Find out, like Google what the best spots are, and then see what you can afford, and take them to the best spot. Go and enjoy the time with them. If it's hockey, you're possibly gonna see broken teeth and people like ram into each other. And for me, I just sit through it like, what is this and how could anyone possibly like it on earth? Okay, but if it makes a difference to the person next to me, sure, I'll take them to it. Football, I may know just the basic gist of it, and I may love to be at a spa instead of at a football game, watching all of this go on. It's like, or soccer, but you're not making it for yourself. You're making it for the person you're sitting next to. So if it's out of season, a nice Christmas card, a nice note card inside, giving it an IOU, and then follow up with it when it is in season, and go for it. Do it. Make this Christmas a special one. Even if it's last minute, you can make it a thoughtful one, and I'm sure they're going to appreciate it. As always, thanks so much for joining us. Please subscribe to the channel, and if you know of somebody who often forgets to gift people gifts until the very last minute, we don't have a lot of time left. So be sure to send this video to them, like take the URL and send it to them in a text, by a pigeon, by a hawk, any form of communication, you know that they're going to understand that they have been missing gifts for people, and they should really catch up to them. So send these top 12 ideas to them. Make sure that they see this. All right, till next time, thanks so much. Have a great Christmas. Merry Christmas.